What is up, YouTube? My name is Dead Mewtwo, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite decks that just released in the Space-Time Smackdown set, and that deck specifically is Darkrai EX. This has been an incredible addition to the game, and I'm so happy to see Darkness finally get some love here. I've seen several different lists out there, and I do believe that I have found the secret sauce. But just before we get into the video, I'd like to take an opportunity and really appreciate my audience. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel, and thank you so much for all of your feedback and support. It really means a lot to me. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and give the video a like. Comment down below how you feel about this new Space-Time Smackdown meta and how this Darkrai deck is treating you. Also, subscribe for more videos like this. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's deck list. First on the list, and I think that what actually unlocks all of the power for Darkrai is Spirit Tomb. One of the things that Spirit Tomb does is that it actually marks every single one of the bench Pokemon, so every single bench Pokemon is then retrievable by Cyrus, specifically for Darkrai to be able to dig into. Spirit Tomb is a basic Pokemon that has 80 HP, and because it's a Ghost-type Pokemon, it has the Grass weakness. This is also really easy to get off because of its one-cost attack, which does do overdamage to Psychic-type Pokemon, and it only has one retreat cost here. We're checking all the boxes, and we're getting lots of value out of this card. Next on the list is going to be Darkrai EX, the bread and butter and the all-star of our deck today. One of the things that Darkrai brings to the table is its ability Nightmare Aura, and that reads, whenever you attach a dark energy from your energy zone to this Pokemon, do 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. It has some similarities like how Greninja kind of played, but more specifically only to the active Pokemon. With that, you're able to actually start stacking up lots of chip damage, so your opponent really has to think about their sequencing and strategize their way out of it. And the other great thing that Darkrai does is because you're putting the energy on it, as soon as any of your other Pokemon possibly get knocked out or need to be retreated, you can go ahead and put Darkrai up there in the active slot and start swinging for 100 damage when you combine its Nightmare Aura ability with its Dark Prism attack. The one thing I will say about Darkrai is that it does cost 2 to retreat, but we do run Leafs in this deck so that we can try to get over that. Last but not least, for Pokemon that we have in the deck, we've got the Weavile EX lines. We've got 2 of these in the deck, and that is because this is a 1 energy attack that has the potential to do 70 damage to your opponent if they have damage already on their active Pokemon. This is extremely easy to do, especially with Spirit Tomb marking all of the Pokemon that your opponent have for 10 damage, which means that whenever this attack effectively does go off, you're doing at least 80 damage throughout the cycles of damage in the game, which is just the floor for whenever Weavile finally gets out there if you've sequenced with Spirit Tomb. The other great thing about Weavile is if your opponent has full HP and you have your Darkrai on your bench, you can go ahead and try to sequence yourself in a way that gives you the opportunity to put an energy on Darkrai and then immediately attack with Weavile afterwards so that you can do up to 90 damage with all of that synergy. I believe this selection of Pokemon to be the strongest for Darkrai just because of all of its synergy and how aggressive it can possibly be. Now, one of the fun things that this deck really does is that it runs both of the brand new tools that we were given in Space-Time Smackdown. And this is again so that we can further chip damage onto our opponent's Pokemon, as well as increase survivability while we're waiting for some of our evolutions, or a Cyrus to get drawn up into our hands so that we can start to make decisions and attack Pokemon that we want to attack. I would say that they both offer a very similar strategy, with the caveat of having to make a decision around accepting damage or not accepting damage. If you are going to be accepting a lot of damage, you're probably going to want to use Rocky Helmet. If you're going to be just kind of putting something out there to survive at least one attack, you're going to want to use Giant Cape. They both accomplish the same mission sometimes in the same way, but however, that breakpoint of 20 damage on your opponent's Pokemon is something so strong and something I really love being able to put onto any Pokemon in the game right now with this tool. Now, last but not least, we've got our supporters here, and our supporters do look a little bit different. I would say that if there's any flexibility in the deck, it might be in the way that you decide to include Dawns or Leafs or maybe some of the items here. The only thing that is set in stone about the supporter cards and the inclusion of Cyrus. You do need 2 Cyrus in this deck, as well as I kind of think that you definitely need at least 1 Leaf in this deck. I would say that one of the decision points about this deck you can make is the aggression style. I would say that Dawn is probably the biggest flex card here, and that is because the times that Dawn is very useful for you is either in the early game or in a situation of which you've had to swap a Pokemon into your active slot that you really didn't want to put in. And so it gives you an opportunity to still put energy on a Darkrai and then move that to the active slot, or vice versa, really however you want to go about it, to be able to keep moving your game plan forward. And so I like the aggression that Dawn offers you, but I have not seen the opportunities to use Dawn in that aggressive playstyle on a consistent enough basis to say that you have to include her. I think that there is enough space in the deck though to allow this utility. And so here is the full deck list in case you all want to build this on your own and try it out in your battles. I've been on several win streaks with this, and it's overperformed and exceeded my expectations in every way. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's gameplay. All right, it's time for another party now. All right, we get to go second Starting with the Sneasel. Oh, Spiritomb. All right, Spiritomb first. We get to start with everything we want to start with. We want to start with a Spiritomb. Then we want to evolve into a Weavile. Then we want to have a Darkrai on the bench and have a Cyrus in our hand. Dang, what a perfect start. Wow, that's what we want to see. This is awesome. This is perfect gameplay. And we're going against a Darkrai. We're going to see who's going to do it better. And we're going second. Oh my God, how freaking awesome. All right, 2 Cyruses. This is perfect. Perfect. All right, give me that Darkrai marked. He knows what's up, dude. He knows what's up. He knows what kind of danger he's in all of a sudden. Weavile. Sabrina. I'm going to give you Sneasel. That's okay. Sabrina and Cyrus are very strong in this deck just because they have the ability to just disrupt this kind of gameplay. We're playing pretty aggro games, and so he just wants to slow me down. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get to. Let's do a Pokeball. Let's go ahead and see if we can get maybe another Spiritomb or a Darkrai. We got another Sneasel. That's not bad. All right. We're going to leave this. We're going to leave the Sneasel in our hand, though, just in case he starts to try to snipe us with something. Yep, you're in danger, bro. Okay. All right, so we are going to... Okay, so if I do this, he's going to be able to... Yeah, he's going to do that. All right, yeah, we're going to cape up. Awesome. This game is going perfectly. We're racing him and we're winning. The only thing better than a cape could have been possibly a Rocky helmet, just depending. You know how you really want to look at it. Just because the Rocky helmet is going to do 20 damage back, and that's the game. So he's coming in with damage because of the Spiritomb. Oh, he needs a potion or something. Because even if he gets a giant cape, it's not going to be able to... Yep, it's not going to be able to actually... He concedes. We win. We win again. Look at this, guys. Let's see how this goes. Second, that's what's up. And we get to start with a Darkrai. All right, that's not too bad. We would like to start with one of our basics, but that is okay. Look, we got somebody with the card sleeves. That's excellent. All right, water decks. This has been also very popular lately. I've been seeing lots of this out here. They're running the new water Pokemon that gives you 2 energy on your bench, and wow, man, you don't even need Misty whenever you're playing that. Misty, dang it. But we get to live to fight another day. All right, here we go. Pokeball and Professor Oak. That's excellent. Another Darkrai. I really want to get a Sneasel or my Spiritomb right now. Another Pokeball, and we got a Spiritomb. All right, I think we can... let's put that here. That's fine. And then Pokeball, and we got the Sneasel. Excellent. Excellent. All right, we are running Leaf in the deck, so we are going to be able to hopefully possibly pull this back at some point, but, you know, we are going to be able to also take out maybe a Staryu. That would be excellent at this point. Brigadier. Professor's Research. Okay, so they attack. They're just kind of doing everything they can do right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to heal. Because anytime I get a chance to heal, I'm going to take it. We're trying to tank as much damage as we possibly can. And what I'm going to do is hope that they don't have a Staryu. All right, we're going to do Weavile. Send that for right now. We're doing pretty good. If they end up trying to Sabrina for anything, I'm going to give them the Weavile. Dang it. And still no heads. Good. Anytime I see a Misty fail, it's excellent. You're trying to take my Weavile, bro. This is the reason why I didn't want to put my Sneasel out in the field, because if he could just take me in 3 turns if I don't get my sequencing just right. He's not here. He's going to run the clock. Did he quit? He has a good hand. It's kind of lame. I'd rather have a good game thing yet. We're going to take out that Stario. He's not going to be back in time to be able to do something. Maybe he's at work or something. Who knows? Yep, he disconnected. All right, there it is. On to the next one. Or Tails. Heck yeah. We like to see that. All right, we've got a Weavile. A Spiritomb goes first. A Sneasel. And that's going to do it for right now. That's going to be okay. All right, so they've got the Yanma. Man, I can't read and or see from there. Professor's Research. Dialga EX. Wow. All right. I like this. I like to see whenever they fill their bench up, because whenever they fill their bench up and I attack them with my Spiritomb, I mark every single one of them. Spiritomb number 2. And then I don't know if I want to use my Giant Cape yet. I'm not in threat of anything for the Giant Cape yet. Swirling Disaster. Excellent. And we're going to try and keep Spiritomb out there for as long as we can. I won't get so... Oh, really? Interesting. Just for sitting out there as a basic. What does this thing do? Shaman. Yeah, I knew that. Oh, my goodness. I've also seen this card before. All right. Interesting. Interesting. All right, we'll have to pivot from here. All I'm doing is stalling, and they're just going to keep healing every single turn, so I might as well retreat into this. And then just go ahead and just start slamming into it, because there's no other way. Really. All right. I really need a... I could really use a Darkrai right now. I'm not getting it. I've got 2 Cyrus. This would have worked for us otherwise. All right. Let's put this here. And then why don't we just go ahead and set another Sneasel out. And let's try again. There's no way he's got another potion. Dang. What an interesting little effect to have. You don't even need to power it up. You can just have that. Dang. All right, so we've gotten a point. This has been really interesting. I've had to really think about exactly how I'm going to take this. But it's just straightforward. I've just got to race them, essentially. And so the Dialga is going to be a little bit hard, but I think 3 turns before he gets the big one. And so... All right, Giant Cloak, or Giant Cape. It's time to do that. That's a good time for it. Let's go ahead and pump up to level 30. Scratching Nails. I'm within range of being able to take out this Dialga, depending on how they get the Yanma EX, or the evolution of Yanma. I've got Cyrus, Yanmega, 120. Makes a little bit of sense. All right, easy enough. let's put a giant cape on this one too. And then I'd say I'm going to Cyrus the Dialga. It's going to put this thing in a bit of a pickle. Let's go ahead and put this on the Weavile. I really wish I had a Darkrai right now. That would just be excellent. That would have really helped me get through this. So it's within range next turn. He's going to have to figure out how to put... He's going to have to use a Leaf, 2 X speeds, or something to be able to get this out of there. And I think the Yanma EX is still not within range to kill me. He's going to have to Sabrina me. So he's going to need to do a lot of stuff to be able to get this out. They concede. We win. All right. Excellent. Look at that game. Wow, that was a little bit difficult for me to think about just because of that was my first time actually going against that strategy. These games are such thinkers now. It just takes a while. All right, we got heads, so we're gonna go first this time. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right, so we get to start with a great little opening here. I'm not mad about it. Kangaskhan. Looks like we're gonna go against a water deck or possibly just a Dredagon deck of some sort. Another Sneasel. We don't get to put any energies down, so let's send it back. Let's see what they do. They have the opportunity to possibly one-shot this Sneasel. I should have put the other Sneasel out there. Dang it. Water so far, so it looks like they're possibly running water. It's fun to see Kangaskhan getting some love out here. Yeah, Finneon. Dang it. All right, so we only took 30. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's time to do Weavile. I'm also going to this. Kangaskhan has a 3 energy retreat cost, so it's going to be pretty steep for them to have to figure that out. But right now we're getting pretty set up for a Weavile loop. And so once I can get the energies on Darkrai, I'll start powering up Darkrai for a passive 80 whenever the time comes, and then I can start to chip away at everything else. And so Vaporeon, we can start taking energy from this and adding it to Magikarp. Goodness, let's hope we get Tails on Misty. Oh, we got Tails. Excellent. Let's hope we get 2 more Tails. That would just be great. Nope. We got 2 more heads. Dang it. That is definitely not what we wanted. Holy crap. All right, all right. It's Professor's Research. Got more Professor's Research. All right, this is time for maybe we can get Spiritomb out here. Oh yeah. All right. Cool. Well, we're gonna go ahead and take out our Kangaskhan so that we can start figuring out what we're gonna be able to take out next. I'm most likely going to retreat Spiritomb or retreat into Spiritomb so that I can mark the rest of them. But let's see how that strategy plays out. Thinking. I know this games are thinkers these days. All right, Finneon's coming out. I'm going to be able to one-shot Finneon also. That's possible. Articuno. It's going to do some damage, though. He's really needing more Misties. Okay, Potion. That's the move. Yeah, I was going to retreat back, but I think that I just keep plowing through. You know, he's going to have to keep losing this energy, just clawing out the wins that he can. I don't think he's going to win. All right. I'm going to power up Darkrai. Do some damage. Scratching nails. And then move on. All right. So that's the loop. I can do 90 damage each swing. It's very similar to a Misty. Or not Misty. I'm sorry. It's very similar to a Starmie. That's what I'm trying to say. Conceded. All right. See? Darkrai's a pusher, man. We're going to push the wins. All right, next one. Let's see how this one goes. Tails. That's what we want to see. All right, and we've gotten everything that we pretty much want. We don't have a Cyrus to get aggro, but we've got everything else. All right, we're going against a steel deck. This is Dialga EX. All All right, so they just Pokeballed and sent it back. This new Dialga is pretty awesome. There's our Cyrus. Man, we can't ask for anything more perfect than what we got right now. Let me get another Darkrai or something. A Sneasel? Okay, we'll take that too. Let me just do this. Ooh. I could have put that on Darkrai and then done 20 damage, but I don't know. I was just thinking about the wall, just in case he had something else that he was going to do something. But of course, Dialga's not going to be playing that way. All right, so I got my Professor's Research. My Weavile's here. Man, all right. It's time to start attacking. I'm going to go ahead and start digging into that Dialga. We could try to end this before it even starts. Professor's Research. Let's go ahead and just draw some cards up. Leaf and Cyrus. Excellent. Both. We can't ask for better cards than what we've got. Now, they're drawing poorly right now, unfortunately. They're drawing really horribly. Whatever's inside their hand is just not working for them. Finally, we got something. And another Dialga. What have you been holding on to, dude? You know. He's just okay with losing his Dialga, I guess. Leaf. All right, so he wants to survive, but I've got a Cyrus. Man, why weren't you... Oh, man, what was going on? What happened? You just forget he had Pokemon in his hand? All right, Cyrus time. Let's give me that Dialga. I'll give you my 2-star Cyrus. Ooh, I should have Darkrai'd the other one and then done this. Man, I'm still learning some of the ins and outs of this, but that would have been perfect. There's so many different play patterns to success here. It maybe doesn't... Well, I guess it would have been brought him down to 110, which would have been just a little bit closer to me. Because he's going to be able to attack me for 30 right now. Malmetal's going to be able to do that in pretty soon. So, ooh, we're racing all of a sudden. Rocky Helmet. I still have Cyrus in my hand, so my goal is to possibly weaken this Dialga enough to be able to bring it back in with Cyrus. And so far, we're on that path. So I'm okay losing this Weavile because I'm going to put the other Weavile in. I'm just not showing him that I have Cyrus. So, all right, scratching nails. All right, down to 60. He's going to do 20 back. Again, I have Cyrus, so we're going to be able to win this game. Okay, so he's going to attack me here. I'm okay with that. It keeps his Dialga in place with damage on it. Let's do Darkrai. Darkrai is a winner. He concedes. There we go. See, again, Darkrai is a winner. Alrighty, let's see how this one goes. Monica. Got heads. We're going to go first, so that's not bad. Or at the very least, we're going to deal with that. All right, so I think in this case, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, we got a Weavile. Let's see if we can get a Sneasel. Can we get a Sneasel? Oh, we can get a Sneasel. Excellent. All right, let's put a Rocky Helmet on. Make him make that decision to attack me or not. And then next turn, maybe we'll get something that can help us retreat. playing against a Nidoqueen, Nidoran, and Coughing, or maybe just Nidoqueen and a Coughing deck. That's very interesting. There's the Nidoking. All right, I see what's up. Very hard to power up whenever it comes to putting all your energy on there. So Nidoqueen is in trouble. She can't one-shot me. She Giovanni's. All right, so she does have the ability to one-shot me. Oh, she doesn't have a Nidoking yet. Never mind. I was just fibbing. That was a joke. Haha. All right, let's do this. Raise that up a little bit. They concede. There it is again. We get another winner. All right, let's see how this one goes. Tails. We like it. All right, so we got Sneasel and Weavile. We do have a Professor Oak. So let's do that. Professor's Research. So we need to get a Darkrai off of this. Leaf, Rocky Helmet, no Darkrai. I will give my Sneasel a Rocky Helmet, though. And then let's flip some coins. We love flipping coins. One heads. One heads. All right. All right, so they're going to do Primate. They're going to swing for 50. Do they have a Giovanni, maybe? Okay. Rocky Helmet's coming in clutch right now, too. Darkrai as well. We will ask and we will receive. Okay, Weavile. Weavile. Let's go Darkrai. And Professor's Research. We are taking that Primate, but I need to be able to kind of go ahead and do some other things first. So... So they're going to have to figure out their game plan for next turn. I don't think that they're going to win. They're very heavily on the back foot. So they have 2 Ralts. At the very least, they're not going to lose to this next turn, which is good. We get to keep playing with them a little bit longer. I'd hate to see people just get knocked out like that. All right, let's go ahead and Potion. I should have used that last turn, but it didn't really matter. Okay. Yep. We are learning how this deck works a little bit. I think our opponent hasn't quite played a whole lot of Darkrai, or maybe they have and they're just not quite interested in retreating, which is okay. I commend them. Pokemon communication. What do you have in your hand that you need? Interesting. Hopefully you got your evolution that you needed. Nope, they did not. We got another win. We got another win. Alrighty, that pretty much wraps up today's gameplay. I hope you all really enjoyed my take on the Darkrai deck list. I truly do believe that these will contend for the most meta ways to play Darkrai, and I certainly hope that you all take this deck into the wild and try it for yourself. It's really fun. There are several different win conditions, and I think that because of that, it places really well within the meta and disrupts your opponent's game plan extremely efficiently. Thank you all again for being my audience. I certainly appreciate you all for your feedback and support, and so if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment down below, and let me know what you thought about my commentary and how you're going to be playing this Darkrai deck. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe with notifications on so that you can be notified whenever I have new videos for you to enjoy. My name is Dead Mewtwo, and I want you to have a safe and blessed day. Bye-bye.